Oh, what's up, guys? We're going to call this a Sunday vlog, and even though it's Monday in honor of Constant Bromstar. Well, as you can see, I'm up to something. Time to downsize. Before I get into that and a few other things I want to talk about, since we're vlogging, is a couple weeks ago I forgot to show these, but I ended up at Withville, Virginia, a couple weeks ago, and they have two like antique malls up there. You know, people buy a lot, you know, rent a lot out, and they fill their little section out, and they have the regular people there, I guess is how to say it. They been there, seems like forever, and every now a couple months they'll come in and restock what their old comics are selling and stuff. And there was a new guy about walked past it. I've been in that place for so much I didn't notice the difference. And he had about 8 boxes of dollar comics, and they were also 20% off, I found out. So these books were 80 cents a piece, and you can imagine they've been raped and pillaged and had their panties stolen and mascara wiped across their face and left crying. But I still found a few things in them. And that's not one of them. Found this for 80 cents, number 3, Frank Miller's Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. It's going to be the next movie. Seems like I had this, but I can't find my other copy. Green Lantern number 51, the all-new Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner's, I think it's his first appearance, or first appearance as a Green Lantern. Pretty sure it's both. Who's Who in Star Trek from the 80s, number 2. This was a 2-issue series. It's actually well done. I mean, if you're not a big Star Trek fan, there's some interesting reading in this in their bios. I have 2 complete sets of that now. Spawn number 8, got it. It's the one issue that Alan Moore did. I think it's 3 copies. Found number 9, first appearance of Angela, and with the buzz going with her debut coming up in Age of Ultron number 10 in about a month or so. This makes my 3rd copy. I'll probably sell that this weekend. Got this is probably my 3rd issue of this. Dave Sims, just a great story, and Cerebus and Spawn, just an excellent story. Issue 15, I got it because they've got medieval Spawn, so you know, I bought some Spawn books. Alright, let's put those over here. Now, as you can see, before I get into this, as I was digging all this stuff out, I found some interesting things here, kind of personal. I did basic training back in '94, February to May of '94, and you know, we get paid, and you know, you're in basic training, man. Back then, I don't know how it is now, but back then, you know, you didn't get to go out for a while. And I also did what's called AIT. That's where you learn the job you're going to be doing in the military in the same place. So I had the same drill sergeant, same rules. It was actually like, instead of a 6-week basic training, it was from February to May, you know. So basically, but what I found is we went out to the PX one time, and I bought this, and I have no idea why I bought this, man. I was pinching every nickel and stuff. I was only making like $900 a month, and when I came, you know, I didn't know what to expect, so I ended up buying this, and I'm sitting there, and I was like mourning like over $6, and I'm sitting there like, why did I buy this? Why did I buy this thing, man? It's notebook, and it had a pen with it and all this stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, why did I get this? And we had a guy who had joined the military right at the cutoff age. I think the cutoff age was like 33 back then. He was like 32. And we called him Obi-Wan, but his name was Gertz. He had a real deep voice, you know. And he said, you were wanting to kill the monotony. And I ended up keeping a journal. And the first entry is April 9th, 1994. It was a Saturday at 10:45 p.m. at night. I must have been doing fire guard, and man, I just filled this thing up. I mean, I remember doing it, but I don't remember how much I did in here. And it's kind of wild to see what was going through my head, and kind of watching my confidence grow, and knowing things were going to be all right. I even had a page of doodles, you know, for whatever reason. Just talking about a lot of stuff. This is really cool. April 15th, 1994. And it just goes on and on, man. You just kind of, and then I had to, you know, started writing down all our cadences and stuff. Pebbles and Bam Bam on a Friday night. My Girl's a Vegetable. You know, it's kind of cool. And even still have a book of stamps in here. $6.40 for 20 stamps back then. And you know, some things where I mailed back home. And I found my grandmother's address in here, and she passed away in 2001. So that was kind of wild. Yeah. So. By that little doodle there. Drew some messed up stuff back then, doodling around. apparently I'd not seen a woman in a while, so making robot women. And then this really surprised me. I opened the envelope because I didn't know what it was. Apparently I sealed it, but I wrote a letter to myself. I have no idea how old I was when I wrote this, man, but I wrote, I don't know how this sounds, but I wrote a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wrote an 8-page letter to my future self. So I haven't read that yet because I don't remember doing that. So there's no telling how old this thing is, which I thought was just kind of cool. Can't wait to see what's up with that. And just to get some troll news out of the way, this actually has nothing to do with the YouTube community. I posted on a video where I was just playing around and made a little comment, not even a smart aleck comment, and this guy called me a cunt, C-U-N-T. His name is Plastic Patty Exposure, and he's got a picture of the British flag on there, and I was like, what is a patty, and why is he calling me a cunt? So I looked it up, and a patty, from what I could tell, and you know, if Mark or Mr. Day or Dragonheart Collectibles, any of you English guys are watching there, you know, fill me in. But apparently what I found out is a patty is somebody who has absolutely no knowledge and no knowledge of the Irish culture, yet you try to come off like you are Irish or you are knowledgeable. So I'm completely confused. So that was pleasant. Seems like I had more to talk about, but I think we'll just go ahead and get on to this. It's amazing you can think of all kinds of things to say, but you want to vlog about, and then you get on here and you're just like, you know, you say the word cunt and it's lost. Anyway, what we have here is that there's going to be a flea market on May 4th. It's on Free Comic Book Day, but there's a flea market in a place called Roanoke, Virginia, and it looks like it's going to be huge. And I've been trying to find a lot in other places to do flea markets, and believe it or not, there's a place called Hillsville where they turn the whole town into a flea market. But that's like in the fall. This is just for the upcoming, I think, Memorial Day. They wanted $120 for a little section where I'd be cramped like this. This huge, they're taking a whole stadium, not a stadium, but they have concerts and stuff there, Civic Center or something. $25 for a 10 by 10. With two, they provide the table and the chairs, so you know, jumped on that. And I want to downsize. Found a bunch of stuff to sell, so I've been going through these comics trying to find stuff to sell. These two boxes back here, about a year ago, I took a whole bunch of, about 2 long boxes worth of comic books to a comic book store around here, and as he sold them for $1 a piece and whatnot, I got store credit. So basically, almost all my Before Watchmen and other things, you know, newer comics were bought. So that's probably going to be a quarter box. I got a $1 box starting up here. You know, it's like newer stuff like Cinepulp and Alpha Flight, New Warriors, Mutant X, if you remember Mutant X. There's something else in there. Yeah, some Thunderbolts. For you guys that remember Thunderbolts. That's just junk stuff back there. And what's amazing is I went back through the junk box, I found stuff that I just grabbed back out of there, even though they're in rough shape. Defenders of the Earth, an old Star comic. I'll probably want to try to get all those. It's Mandrick the Magician, the Phantom, and Flash Gordon, and their little cast of characters. I think they even made a toy line there and tried to get a cartoon going. The cartoon was awful. Found some Nexus I'm still trying to figure out why I got rid of. I mean, this one's got art by one of my favorite artists, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. Just beautiful stuff in there. Some Steve Root art. I'm not really the sci-fi, I mean, I love sci-fi, but I was never really a fan of Nexus, but the art is beautiful in here. Found 3 issues of the 4-issue miniseries of Shazam. How can I get rid of that now? I mean, they were pretty bad, but still it's Shazam. And then I'm like got my doubles out and stuff. Back here I've got, I'm getting rid of some trades. Probably go, I don't know, anywhere between $8 and $10 on those. You know, trying to get rid of those. I'm going to try to sell my extra copies of Sandman that, you know, I'd rather just not deal with eBay right now. You know, get rid of some of those. Extra issues of Planetary. you know, you gotta, you know, spice it up. First two, I just bought these, I think for like $1 a piece or $1.50 a piece. I don't know. Okay, this bottom, I don't remember where I bought them. Get rid of all my spawns and stuff. I got this stack to go through. Looks like it's extra Alan Moore stuff. Who knows if they'll sell or not at a flea market. It should be interesting. And I want to sell some big. I'm gonna have one little box of just high dollar stuff, man. This is Walking Dead 32. Probably sell it for maybe 10. Issue 31 of Michonne cover. You know, probably 10 to 15. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But this issue, I cannot figure out how much it's going for. I looked on eBay and there was actually a copy that was graded. I mean, I've seen this. Mile High Comics is selling a mint copy of this, which this one's mint for $240. But Mile High Comics, you know, you can't really go buy them as a guide. And I played around on eBay, but I can't seem to find out how much it's worth. But it's Michonne versus the Governor, you know, so that seems to be a hot book. That may be the big one. And yeah, I'm gonna get rid of my sagas. Number 3 is the first print. Number 1's a third print. Number 2 is a third print. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those and get rid of these Lock and Keys. You know, that'll be my big books to suck everybody in. And then, like I said, I know there's some other stuff. Doom Patrol by Grant Morrison, my extra copies. And then I have a whole bunch of video games I'm going to sell. Down here at the bottom, Lord of the Rings and you know, Spy Hunter, Toy Story, and I'll try to finally. We got a couple of these. I'm gonna try to sell maybe my extra cards. You know, they're Star Wars. Star Wars has got a little buzz going thanks to Disney. Got a bunch of tins like this. That's really cool find, man. I was going through my Superman tins from back in the day. I love those. You know, they're raised, you know. And found something cool. I found my original Garbage Pail Kids. And we've got a couple of those. But on top of that, I found my Madman bubblegum cards. And these are really cool because, like, everybody did a card of Madman. They have everybody from Alex Toth to Jeff Darrow to Jack Kirby. You know, so Art Adams is in there, Mike Kaluta, Jeff Smith. Who knows, maybe I'll take those to Heroes Con in June and see who's down there can sign that did these. Maybe have them sign, I don't know about signing a card. Kind of ruin the set. And on top of that, I got some things I'm going to try to sell. I got some Nerf guns. I try to sell these. I don't know how much they'll go for. You know, these go together. Somehow they all snap together here. That's the trigger. Anyway, they all snap together here somehow, and you got a big arsenal going. Feels like I should be making a video of these before I get rid of them. This one's even got there's a scope that goes on here. Yeah. All these little ones attached to the bigger one. Like I said, I've got a ton of these. There we go. Yeah, these all go together. I'll figure it out. Got a bunch of little ones. If I had some friends in this freaking town, we'd have a ball. But I think this one's cool, man. It's upside down. Even has a light that shines, so you can see. Right there it is. You can see what you're shooting at. Anyway, I got a very big, huge ton of those. So that should be fun. And then while I'm down there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote the YouTube community here. I don't know if I'll be wearing the t-shirt, even though this was a gift. I kind of don't like the Harry Potter letters, and that mouse is atrocious. But yeah, YouTube comes with the community. But I'm probably going to make flyers. Just probably cut, copy, and paste some pictures and stuff of people that I have. And if I got a picture of you, I'm probably going to make like a YouTube community, just to Xerox them off, have addresses for the YouTube channels. and see if we can get some other people there while we're at it. I figure I'll get a bunch of bags. If they buy comics, I'll just slide one in, maybe talk to them about it. What else is going on? I saw Oblivion, which was cool. And yeah, it's a Tom Cruise movie, and I might actually do a review of that movie because I liked it. I saw it was, instead of being something completely and totally original, it kind of harkened back to pre-Star Wars days, like Logan's Run and Soylent Green, and even a little bit of Planet of the Apes post-apocalyptic wise. And there's actually a scene where I felt like I was watching The Prisoner for some reason. Remember that TV show? And that was a real good movie. Real good movie. I think we'll just leave it at that. It's a good 15-minute blog. So yeah, carry on. Let me know what's going on, and let's stay positive and not call people cunts. It's just wrong.